Well, howdy, folks. Very nice. Okay, I'm just gonna double check. Okay, no financial advice. This is a very risky thing to be a part of. Okay. Everything's showing, looking good. Rightio. Thursday. No news except for 8:30 red. Let's just quickly go over our time frames. So daily, we took that low. In fact, I need to check weekly. So we touched the weekly order block. We're in a weekly fair value gap. Daily, we got some inverses. Does look like we're reacting from this order block potentially back into this range. So I'm going to draw out this 4 hour. Okay, I like how the dailies on this is too. I think we could get something similar. We're not forcing, we're just checking. Hourly. Okay, area of accumulation. Potentially looks like we're expanding to take out these highs. They're quite stacked. Let's go to the 15-minute. Yeah, so Asia highs look really good for buy side. That's what I'm gonna have marked. Okay. Check the 15-minute on here too. Yeah, I quite like the look of that. Nice 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, now let's check YM. So YM's 4 hour structure is quite bearish. Hourly, you could say hourly is confirming bearish structure, which is why we're not going to force buy side. 15-minute, we'll have to see how this 15-minute candle respects PD arrays. Are they equal lows? So we've got perfect equal lows there. In fact, we've got triple equal lows. Ugh. I need to make sure I'm streaming all my sessions because ultimately this whole YouTube thing is mainly like a good journal for myself. Allows me to keep accountability my trades and make sure that I can rewatch my setups that I've taken. Now I need to check the opening range gap because we've just opened. So there's basically no open range gap. That's okay. I mean, imagine we could actually be bearish. That is a possibility. Let's see how DXY is reacting. So DXY sweeped lows, displacement higher. It has buy side up here, large imbalance. That looks relatively strong. ZBU bonds. Bonds did a sweep of buy side and a potential continuation lower for the sell model. Yeah, you'd want to see this look like. Okay. Quite like this. So 8:30 and midnight is above us. Well, midnight. I think we might be looking for lower price action today. Might be the more preferred bias to have. I'm kind of looking for this 15-minute inverse, the reclaimed order block that we've got. I want to mark this as sell side. It's likely that we might get a long range day today again. I don't know. We just have to see how this 15-minute plays out. Let's think what happens. So from here, we made a retracement. We're creating bearish order blocks and we're respecting them. Created a bearish order block. We inversed that. closed above it. Now we've come all the way back down and touched it. Hmm. Okay. Candle closes in 5 minutes. This rejection, let's see what it's being reflected by with the 5 minute. Right. Wow, so YM is really picking up. I would like for it to close inside this 15 minute. Okay, so it didn't. I mean, it filled relatively most of this 5 minute gap. You'd think now, being that it's 9:45, this would, yeah, literally, that if this was to be bearish, that wouldn't need any more of a touch into here for it to drop. So actually, we might have ourselves a high probability long if we get an inverse. This is what I like doing. I like finding the bias. Okay, so I think that realistically, if you're not on the 15 and you're only looking at the 5, this looks more likely. But for a better trade, you want that like contrarian. Basically, you want to see everything showing that we're bullish type thing. Not necessarily biased, but like that lower time frame structure, and then it just fails. That'd be good. No, maybe not. It's a bit early for silver bullet though. We have an inverse here. Yo, that's joke. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god. Just looking at the correlation between ES and QYM. They are uncorrelated right now. Right, there's that sell side. Very nice. It's time to be patient. Definitely not trying to call that bottom. Hey, yo, what's up, Josh? Sorry, I just seen your message now, bro. I was on my other screen. How things been? Yo, they've been good, you know. So I had, I think, 2 consecutive break-even weeks, and then now I'm back to, I think last week just that finished, or yeah, so last week that just finished, I was at 1R, and then so far for this week, I've only taken 1 trade, and I'm at 1R. Not much really, just small gains. There was a good setup in the PM yesterday, but I didn't manage to catch it and it left without me. I posted a screenshot, so if you wanted to see it, but yeah, consistent gain, 100%, bro. It's like if even if you can remain break even, I think that's somewhat of an accomplishment because in a market where it's so easy to lose and it's so hard to win, like if you can just at your worst is what I'm saying. If at your worst, when you're not having a good session or you're not having great trades, if you can still remain somewhat break even, that's pretty good. So, you know, I'm feeling all right. Feeling all right, bro. Euro USD, GBP USD for London Silver Bullet. So which time frames you've been looking at? 5 minutes. I don't have the forex on this here. But yeah, five because I was doing something similar, bro. I was looking for that like 5 minute, but it just took too much time and it just weren't worth that the effort that I was putting in. I'd rather just put more effort into these AM sessions where I've got all my capital. Because London, yeah, if you're gonna trade London, you have to trade forex. Because I literally think it's terrible to trade futures in London. Like the market isn't even open. It's almost like it's a fake trading session. That's solid, bro. That's what, literally, yo, bro. So if you a 65% ish win rate, already that alone is good enough to pull profits. Like you can definitely make payouts, even with just a 65% one-to-one, as long as you're consistent. That is. And then obviously when you're getting your good weeks, and then your good weeks are like 70 to 80%. Because like literally for the past um what was it? So since I've started doing these like YouTube live streams, what's the record now? Okay, so I'm 14 and 7. What does it say? Oh, so 65%. And then the times before just I started streaming that like fully cemented it, that I just want to start documenting my progress and whatnot. I was doing not like consistent back-to-back weeks and pulling in like I think I had a 78% win rate over like at least 20 to 30 trades just in that little portion. So it was all looking really good. And then yeah, recently I had a few break-even weeks, which well, the numbers I've got here don't count them weeks before, because I feel like it's a bit not shady, but it's a bit like people wouldn't actually see them trades. Wait, move countries and hop back on feet. Wait. What do you mean, bro? Oh, you got. Oh yeah, they. So you can't trade futures officially now, right? You're done for, bro. No, not really, not really. But like, hmm. Do you know what I was looking at like the newspaper that comes in the UK, like actual newspaper paper, and in one of the pages there was like a massive advertisement for this holiday company, and they were showing like 5-star hotel, flights included, everything, like mass spa days. It includes this, it includes all these activities that you can do, paraglider, I don't know, it's mad, bro. It was looking crazy, yeah. At all these different places too, like super luxurious locations, and they were actually cheap, bro. It was like what's one of them, the most expensive one on the page was 2 grand. Now 2 grand is a lot of money, but I'm saying that like for what you get out of it, it was like 14 days, and you're living like a king, bro. Like imagine how much you don't need much capital to make 2 grand. Like it's bad, bro. It's bad. That's what I'm so excited for, bro. I mean, you're gonna see me on planes all day long, just going places, trading a small personal. I actually think that trading personal has to be harder than trading a prop firm, you know? And that's because, like, well, for the obvious reasons, but yeah, just that personal account it's it's all you. Like, there's no other accountability partner that looks over it and says, okay, challenge failed, start again. It's like, and especially if it's real money, that's gone. You get no do-over, you get no reset. Like, I think yeah, if you, hmm, do you think I actually struggle with personal because for me, when I've ever tried it, it was always the idea of I'm only going to put a bit in, like a small bit into personal, and I'm going to try and trade it, right? And usually I would end up doing super, not like super high risk, like as in like I'm going to blow it in 1, 2 trades, 3 trades, type thing, but I'd always be trying to do it in like too much, right? And it was too much for the account size that I had, and it would always just end somewhat. But like I'd take two losers, and I'd be like, nah, I don't want to trade anymore. You know, I'm gonna stop now. Like I couldn't keep that consistency, whereas prop firms I can. I don't understand. I like prop firms. You can get me in drawdown, right? 4 losing trades, I'll still trade that thing exactly the same. But I can't do it with that live account for some reason. Yeah, let's go check some targets. I mean, it's not something to be proud of, obviously. You know, like as in, like I should realistically be able to trade a live account. But yeah, maybe just because I'm not experienced in that, because I do think it's a slightly different psychology you need, especially if you're getting used to like trying to work your way with these prop firms fast, as in like, oh, um I'm gonna take this challenge and do super high risk. If I fail, it's okay because it's only £15. I'll go again. You know, like that type of attitude that does not mix well. You need a complete reset. I think that's what was messing me up. So I was doing high risk, and then I'd get a bit shook after a few losses, and I couldn't keep up the consistency. So I would sometimes not place my winners, right? Like, because sometimes I was trying to trade the exact same trades that I would take on here. So I was trying to but I would pick and choose, right? Which is terrible. So it, I was trying to guess which one were going to be the more high probability winners, and usually it was like the opposite way around. So I would end up placing the loser and skipping the winners. Man, so that's what you literally have to trade. You have to place every single setup you see. You can't distinguish. It's a very good morning. That's right, bro. Every day is a good morning, bro. We're mentally rich. We got everything we need. And we're gonna have everything we need, bro. This guy, his name's like Bob Proctor, I think, or something. Some motivational speaker. His quote was, "We're already rich, just short on cash." What a legend. Scale in losses and enter small on winners. Oh, I've been there, bro. I've been there. Oh, it's painful, man. Like, I started having a mindset where, like, everything that happens to you good and bad, and I'm talking especially bad. Like I'm saying, let's say you're driving, bro, and your car literally flips over and someone dies or something. Like I'm saying, I know it's gonna sound mad, but I believe that everything kind of happens for a reason. So I believe that was destined to happen, right? Because um like maybe that person was gonna commit some mad heinous crime 20 years later. Like you don't know. Like I'm saying, in that sense that everything that has negative in also has positive, and that's the mindset we need. But what you boys saying? So, oh, that's deep, bro. What I need. So, what is it that you need, bro? Let's hear this. An opinion on Darwin X. I seen about it because there was a mad craze about it. One guy made it or something, and he posted about it, and then other people like Jade Cap were talking about it too, and then they started their journey, and everyone got all hype, thinking, yeah, come on, I'm gonna do it as well. I'm gonna be this mad private investor, Darwin X, yeah. And it's all died down, so a lot of people don't talk about it now. But it's like if you're trading to completely get away from everyone, yeah, and not have to run that business. Essentially, if you're trading someone else's money, like a real um like a real private equity firm, I feel like they're gonna be on your case about wins and losses, and it's just more pressure, and it's like almost having a boss. I don't know if that's the move, but realistically, I think you do want to go down that path. I think there's a limit to what you can have as yourself, like the power that you can have with your position size and the risk that you're in. Like if you're never having to trade your own money and you can always make money, that is the best scenario to be in, because then you're never at risk really. Like let's say you run with prop firms, you make 500k, yeah, you make enough to do whatever you need to do for a good amount of time, and then you get up the ladder and you're starting with like 25 mil funded capital for some private firm, bro. You're earning a percentage of that, like small, but you know, ain't gotta be massive. But then you're not like having to trade that 25 million of your own or something, you know? Like, it's just great, bro. Because what happens if you lose it? What happens if you blow the account? As in, you take enough losses and they stop you from trading it. What, you just lose your job? Calm. At least you ain't lost all that money. Imagine if that was yours. Oh my goodness. That garden Adam was in. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You are actually mad religious, right? That's not a bad thing, or it's not a good. Like, as in, I'm not. It's a neutral statement, is what I just made. Don't take that any in a bad way, but then don't also like, I don't know. It's only because you said before that you're not religious, but like, it's only you definitely are. Like, how religious would you say you are? Like, how much does religion play a part in your life? Is it like everything? Is it like I pray 4 times a day? I every time I eat, I have to do this. Every time I sleep, I have to say a prayer. I have to go to these places. Like, is that is that like sort of? Wait, let me see. 10 bro. so difficult to see what we've got here because of how far back that chart really goes. Yeah, that's nice, bro. I respect that. That's what we need. That's what we need the youth on today. On a chill. On a chill. I think how much would you be willing to make on prop firms before, like, at what point would you feel satisfied with your progress and what you made on prop firms if they were to go? As in, I'll just give myself as an example. For me, if prop firms were to go in a week's time, I'd be screwed, right? Like it would be so catastrophic for progress. However, if I'd have already made 500k, it'd be different, you know? Like for me, that's my goal. As in, I would like to make that much, and then not have to worry that. Well, like once I've made that sort of threshold, I feel like you're safe because you've got enough then to start your own either proper capital or, you know, get involved in other avenues. But before that, I can't be seeing them go yet. They can't leave us. Bro, how good would you be living in South Africa if you had 500k? Because like, yo, what was I can't remember. You were saying the average salary or something a long time ago, and it was a bit like shocking. Yeah, 50k. So what would be your strategy? Let's say, yeah, LP, you've made 50k, you got 50k free cash in the bank now. Prop firms go under tomorrow. You literally have no more funded capital. You have your own 50k. That's it. You can't seek investor capital. How are you going to trade your 50k into riches? Because if you're risking a conservative, like, I don't know, let's say 1% or something, how much is that? Okay, it's £500, $500. But then, yeah, it's like, it's not like then you can use that $500 to go get yourself 1 million capital. You gotta then make that 1 million capital. Oh my god, it'd take you 2,000 trades, I think. Or is it 200? At 500, yeah, it'd be 200, I think. I don't know, something like that. Oh yeah, 2000. It is 2000. You'd need 2000 trades to turn £500 a trade. Oh no, but then you got scaling factors, compound. Hmm. Yeah, I think you kind of have to get funding from someone else or some kind of firm. You just have to. Do you know what I'd be worried about here? Yeah, I would actually be worried about trying to short either this fair value gap or any kind. Like for me, there's no short here because first of all, I can't find a BPR, right? And that's actually nine. Like usually when you can't find a BPR or like a clean one, it usually means that there's actually a reason, as in it's saving me from something in price. Like it's showing me that the market setup here isn't correct for my next step, which is then to look for the pattern. But maybe if I checked, and let's actually check it. Hold on, let's draw this all the way out. Bro, what? What is that doing there? I can't remember taking that trade. Okay. I see, look, there's literally no, for me, there's no BPR here. So I'm very comfortable with just saying that I'm not looking for a sell in here. And actually, if you look at a bit more of the price action, look at that buy side. It's a real risk that this was maybe just a 4-hour poke for an entire retracement back into all this range on buy side. So I'm not quick to try and sell this. However, if we get an inverse here, might be something I'm interested in. Because YM swept. Oh, I only. Okay, touched the breaker, swept the high. Hmm. Wow, that's a very interesting question. I'm actually gonna need a minute to think about that. So, fun fact about me, yeah. Um, Before I started actually during time I was trading, right at the start, because I've almost been trading for 5 years now. Like it's past the fourth, coming up to the fifth at some point. I don't even know when, but I just know it is. But during that, when I started it, I actually started my own business. I was self-employed for a long time, and I was running a leaflet distribution company in my like city and neighboring cities. So I had about 8 people that were sort of dependent on me to give them a wage, right? And I would work with the local councils and part of, not necessarily the government, but it basically was like, more like the council, right? But if you don't know what a council is, it's like the sub-state of a government type of thing. It's like it runs a city. And then I would have just local businesses like shops, takeaways, anything you could think of, right? Real estate agents. And I would deliver them advertisement material for a cost. And I it was okay. Like, in terms of actual business margins, it wasn't great. The work was hard, but it was okay. And the reason I stopped it was because things were looking a lot more fruitful for trading. Now, if I had to go into a different world where trading didn't exist, because trading is all I know right now, I would definitely set up some kind of scalable service related business, not some kind of product that everyone else talks and thinks about because they think they're gonna, sell this mad thing. Like, you're not gonna find that next craze. You might as well just set up a smart idea for a service that needs doing, hire valuable people that are loyal, that know, and you just teach them what you know, and that's it. So that's what I do, because I know it works. What would you do? I actually do think that the whole, like, trading is a very universal quality, like, it doesn't require special innate abilities in anything other than the realistic expectation that you need to change your mindset, right? Like, you can't think like how you think about every other job and think like it's a different world. And so, as in, anyone can trade, right? And that the skills you necessarily learn could translate to anything else. Like, if you end up becoming a successful trader, the probabilities are that you could probably become a successful anything, right? Actor, a musician, anything, because you've shown the qualities of dedication, perseverance, being able to be open-minded, change your expectations. Like, it's not just a one-time thing. I think you become a type of person that is successful, whereas it's not like I'm only a successful trader. A flight attendant. I'm very, because here's something interesting, right? I don't necessarily know exactly where you were looking and whatnot. So I was actually looking to become a commercial airline pilot, and I went quite far down the rabbit hole because I was very, very serious about wanting to do this. And the upfront money cost I didn't have, especially for the initial stuff you need. That's for the pilot, right? Obviously, the flight attendant ain't flying. Um, but I'm very certain that you need some kind of education, like some kind of degree in, what do they call it? Like, you'd need qualifications before you could get into something like that, which is what I didn't like, because they were trying to tell me I needed 4 years of a bachelor's degree, and then I needed all this extra and all, like, bro, I would only have just completed that bachelor's degree now. Wait, what's MIT? Oh yeah, you gotta take that opportunity. If Elon Musk makes it possible to go to space, I mean, yeah, the Amazon guy, what's his name, Bezos, he's made it possible to visit space or something. Like he's made a rocket that can go to outer orbit and then come back or something like that. I need to search this. Okay, Blue Origin. Fly to space. Here we go. How much does it cost? Wow, that's actually crazy, you know. Virgin Galactics does a similar experience. Huh? Oh, bro, we ain't gonna see that in our lifetime. I'm pretty certain that'll be. So, here's what you gotta think. Yeah, I'm not saying that it might not be possible. I just don't think that you know how evil and corrupt these governments and institutions are. Yeah. Do you think they're gonna allow for to people to just wander off and go start their own world and own colony without them? Nah, bro. Nah. They want to be running that thing too. It'd be like one of your employees trying to leave and start their own business exactly the same as what you're doing. It'd be like snakery. So they're thinking, I just don't think they'd let it happen. There'll be all these mad tests and conditions and like, I don't know, bro. Just spooky, bro. Tell me how it would benefit them. Hmm. Yeah, I'm currently looking for this 15 minute to get inversed, and then if we want to do anything, I would like to see us take buy side for today. Bro, how many times has this Blue Origin flight gone into space? How come you don't even hear anyone talk about this? Just like, I bet you didn't even know that You know the submarine that literally got exploded, right? Imploded because of the pressure. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know you could pay a submarine to go down to the Titanic. Like, that's just crazy, bro. Like I didn't even know this was operational. I didn't even know you could actually go. I thought it was just still in the mix, you know, working on it. The reason you don't hear anyone talk about it is just because they're so broke. You can't. That's why you need money, man. You flipping. I'm trying to experience everything. So I'm seeing on ES we closed above 830, candle opened, touched back into the inverse, and now it's expanded higher. Very curious as to whether we see basically this happen. Create more jobs. I don't. I'm gonna be real, bro. Do you realize that the government isn't out to improve your standard of living? Like, I don't think the government cares. If the government, so the US, yeah, for example, why has the US sent 170 billion to Ukraine instead of improving the standard of living in their country? I would like to know. Because 170 billion could end all homelessness in their country. Someone was doing some mad statistics on what the problems they could have fixed with that money. But somehow we've just had to send it to Ukraine. I'm telling you, but Ukraine is going to become like COVID in a few years. Everyone's going to realize and wake up that it was all just fake and it was all some big money laundering, mad manipulation method to, I don't know, for some higher agenda. That's all this is. It's probably a way to get at Russia. Like COVID, bro. Wait, how would it end homelessness if we have life on space, bro? What? Wait. And it would come back except bigger this time. Bro, to end homelessness, you just need a government that cares. Yo, listen, yeah. I don't know if you know who this Mexican guy is. I'm gonna show you, bro. What's his name? He's like the Mexican. I don't know what he's called, bro. He's called something. Mexican, um, Why is this guy not appearing on search Google results, bro? They're actually censoring this. I swear down. There's no way this guy is... Wait. Bro, yo, I swear down, they literally are censoring this result. Who's the guy that runs Mexico? He's like the mad official. He conducted a full investigation on all of the important senators or whatever, the whole government. Like, how is that not mainstream? Where is this? I've typed in exactly what I need to find, and there's nothing. There's literally 5 pages. There's something going on, bro. All right, let me see. I literally have to type in Mexican officials to try and find a photo. Or does he run a different country? No, wait. No, he... Oh my god, this is taking way too long to find this. I just wanted to find his name so I could give you some proof. Oh, yeah, oh, it might be the El Salvador. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, you know what? You're right. Um, my bad. I actually thought it was the Mexican. Bro, that's so cringe. I can't believe I thought it was Mexican. Anyways, yo, I just want to get out this one thing though that I wanted to say. So this guy, right? He's a real G because he's getting mad threats from the government, all the cartel in his country, because his country was labeled as like one of the most dangerous countries to be in ever, right? And he completely switched it up so that it's like pretty safe now because he actually cracked down on crime and really improved the the living in his country, right? Like the standard of living, like you're talking about, right? Now, he's in interviews, yeah. You can watch these interviews. They're online. I'm not making this up, bro. He's he's in an interview asked about tax, and he said they asked him, well, why do people pay tax, or how, like, basically what is the tax doing? And he says tax is just an illusion that the rich, because your tax is meaningless. Your tax doesn't even pay for anything the government wants, right? If the government wants money, they just print it. They don't need your tax. He says tax is just literally an illusion that the government uses to make you think that you're part of society and that you're part of paying for these services and things that you get and whatnot. Bro, this guy is crazy. Like, he's actually a big G, bro. Imagine having 100% he's gonna get assassinated. I just know it. He's already said that he's had mad threats on his entire family. Why? Why is he having threats when he's doing a good job? Bookie, bro. Yeah, so you want to talk about people that are actually improving their standard of living. That's your guy. How come the US, the country that runs the world, that has all the money, all the supply, the power of the Federal Reserve, right? They can literally print their own money, bro. They don't have to ask another country, another bank. Nah, if they wanted to sort out that country, they could, and not at the expense of the rich. They just don't care, bro. They just don't care. Like I bet you walk past homeless people all the time, bro. You don't like. These guys that run these elite countries, bro, they're demons. The US, the UK, all of these, France, Germany. You know what, our guy, yeah? Our guy come into the UK office, like, not even, I think like 2 weeks ago now, maybe, max, or something like that. Do you know what he said there his number one priority is? His number one priority is to continue to provide our support to Ukraine. Why is that his number one priority? We're like a starving child. Why? And the mother's caring about some other random kid on the street, feeding some random kid before you feed your own kid. I don't get it. Why are we suffering? Anyways, bro, it's getting mad political because it gets me heated. I hate this. I hate talking about it, bro. Because I just feel like everyone's so blind. I can't understand how people don't wake up and they don't just think, why is our own prime minister caring more about another country than us? Why aren't we his first priority? Right, that's it. I'm not talking about that again, man. I'm done. And for some reason, yeah, just like Andrew Tate, yeah, when you say the right things that need to be heard, for some reason you just blow up, and as in like, you get mad, attention, and the whole world thinks you're crazy, bro. To benefit the rich. I think your answer is right in a very very complex way, because we're all going to have our suspicions on how we think the world's run, why we think the world's run, what it's like. We'll never come to an agreement, because unless I can provide evidence, I can't convince you, and unless you can provide evidence, you can't convince me. We're literally at a stalemate here, bro. And we don't have evidence on either side, because all it is not necessarily a conspiracy, because we do know it's true, we just don't know exactly how it works. But there are very, very telling signs that are like super obvious, like where is it? Oh, here it is. So there was basically before, yeah, there was like 15 different countries that didn't have a Rothschild central bank. Yeah, what's the Rothschild central bank? You can search it, bro. It's literally the Federal Reserve. Yeah, they'll control the entire income in that country essentially. Okay, and so there was like, yeah, like 15 different countries. I'm talking like Sudan, Iran, Afghanistan, Cuba, all these different countries, right? Over the last 50 years, all of them have been invaded, and they've all set up shop. They all suddenly now have a Rothschild central bank. Why is that? And the only countries that are left is like Russia, and I think Sudan is still on that list, and a few others. So it just makes you think. Russia's on the list. Maybe they want Russia to have one. This flipping conversation, bro. Nah, yo, we gotta stop now, guys. We actually have got to stop. This is a bad, never-ending circle. But it is kind of healthy though that we discuss this, because at least then we enlighten each other as to things we maybe didn't know. somehow we're agreeing to the same thing, but we're finding things to disagree on. I just don't know how that's working. But, oh well. Yeah, look, this bicep is looking healthy now. Yeah, it's very unlikely there's a trade for me in this AM session. That's unfortunate. There's about 10 minutes left of this session for me. I don't think I can get enough. There's not enough candles that can paint to give me my pattern now that everything's in line. But this is a good long opportunity in a sense that, like, if you were to catch something in here, you know what I mean? Here's good. Just not FOMO. Alright, yes, bro. That's calm. Peace out, yeah? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, man. We actually do get into some interesting conversations, to be honest. I rate it. Take care, though, yeah? I think, yeah, we do hit that buy side, right? For NQ and ES, I suppose. We might get a retracement before we see that happen. Or maybe not. Let's see how YM's reacting. Where did I get 440? Hmm. Yo, Josh, you still here, bro? I wish kind of YouTube showing who was still in the chat, because I don't know if anybody's here or not, to be honest. But if you are here, bro, did you catch a trade in this session? Yeah. Oh, Dan's just actually about to take a win, you know? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually about time. Oof. Big up. What, are you in a trade now, or did you get one? What are you saying, bruv? I just want to hear it before I dip, because I'm gonna go very soon now. Oof. Let's go, bro. That's nice. Keep it simple, right? If you're up a buck 50, you're up a buck 50. Is this on a Forex prop firm? Yeah. Oh no, you said personal. Oh yeah. That's sick, bro. Imagine if even if you just made 1 hour a week for the rest of your life, that is life changing. You can never scoff at the amount or like the R, you know, because 1 hour could be £100 and then 1 hour could be 10,000. R is just R. It just depends on the capital you've got, bro. So I never discredit 1 hour because I've seen the power of just even being at 1 hour is a good week. It puts 1 hour a week for me puts me in like the top 90 something percentile, 95% or something for my age group, which is mad. Simple is the way, bro. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna dip now though, but take it easy, yeah? Thanks for the convo. Have a good afternoon, bro. Safe! Skr skr!